Mr. Chairman, just one point. Attorney Subido, are you the one who prepared this one-page document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there any supplement?
Written documents were subsequently exchanged between the parties, Your Honor.
But there's no supplement here. It's not even notarized. So what's the value of this?
Your Honor, notarization is will not affect the validity of that title. That is a perfectly valid and effective.
So that's the advice of the law firm of Subido Pahente, Certeza B9 Law Office.
Yes, Your Honor. And if I may explain, Your Honor,
Okay.
why
So,
that contract is valid.
But there's no supplement. Let's just be clear about that.
Yes, Your Honor.
So this is it.
But the subsequent documents that you mentioned, can this not be considered supplements to the agreement?
They are you can consider them as sort of implementing the terms of this agreement, but a supplement means
and
that
that's signed,
there
sir.
was
Sir, that was signed by Mr. Chu and
By both
Mr.
parties?
Gregorio.
It's signed by the party sending that correspondence, Your Honor.
Who are
It's either Mr. Tony Chu or Mr. Gregorio.
and it pertains, sir, sorry. And it pertains to the sale.
To the payments, Your Honor, yes.
Okay, sale and payments.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because I just asked him while you were there, he said wala na, iisang dokumento lang to.
Yes, Your Honor. There's only one document signed by both parties, but there are documents and correspondence between the two.
Dinadaan nyo kami sa technical eh. Kaya nga general ko natanong ko sa kanya kanina. Sir, eto lang ba? Pagdating ba sa sale, pagdating sa bayaran, pagdating sa Rosario property, eto lang ba? Oo daw. Tapos dadating yung abogado niya, meron daw. Alam nyo bakit ko tinatanong to? Kasi tuwing may nabubuko kami, biglang nililiko nyo yung sagot nyo eh. So, una, sinabi nyo, Sanchamp ang nagbayad. Nung binunot ko yung FS nyo, wala dun yung bayad. 1 week hindi kayo sasagot, biglang dadating kayo dito, cheque daw niya. At hindi daw Sanchamp. So, kaya, eto, 1 week bago dumating, tinatanong namin. Ngayon, pag may makita akong butas dito, sasabihin nyo na naman na kasi ito, sir, kahit kahapon, pwede nyo itong ginawa eh. Walang notaryo to eh.
That was not the case, Your Honor.
Well, we don't know that. That's your assertion, but we don't know that.
That is the
because
truth,
it's
Your Honor.
unusual that we do it. We will find out the truth, no? But answer the committee attorney. What is the weakness of this document? Why would 1,999 out of 1,000 lawyers and law firms not do it this way?
First, Your Honor, that is a perfectly, again, let me state that is a perfectly valid and binding legal document. The requirement for it being a notarized document, as you mentioned, does not affect the validity of that document.
As between parties.
Even as, Your Honor, that document, if you
balikan
are
natin
talking...
ang question. Ikaw ang abogado ko. Papakita ko to na ginawa ni Senator Pimentel for me. Pare, tama ba to? Anong weakness nito? Anong sagot mo sa akin? Ikaw magsabi, anong weakness ng dokumentong to?
For me, Your Honor, there's no weakness
Okay.
in that document.
Mamaya, bago matapos hearing, papakita ko sa inyo lahat ng titulo at saka tax deck. Wala sa pangalan ni Mr. Gregorio Laureano. No?
Yes, sir.
Wala sa pangalan niya.
Except
Okay.
for those under his, there are those under his name, Your
Well,
Honor.
kanina sinabi din ni Mr. Chu, wala.
Those titles, Your Honor, that are under
Okay.
his
Anyway,
name, Your Honor.
this is the weakness, sir. Pag yung mga nakapangalan na yon, katulad nung asawa ni Ebeng, katulad nung kapatid ni Ebeng, binenta sa ibang tao, at hindi alam nung ibang tao na binenta nyo na kay Mr. Chu, valid ang sale nila. Kasi hindi to nakanotaryo at hindi nyo ni-register. Tama, mali?
I beg to disagree, Your Honor.
Tama, mali?
I beg to disagree, Your
Okay,
Honor.
why? So
Because,
you're
Your
telling me
Honor,
mali?
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
tell
Because,
me
Your
why.
Honor, Sanchamp is holding complete control, possession, peaceful and adverse possession over the property. So anybody who acquires this property, by mere fact that Sanchamp is already having an adverse, peaceful
Okay.
enjoyment and possession of the property, will bar that person from claiming a buyer in good
Tell me
faith.
why you're completely wrong. Tell me why you're completely wrong.
I am correct, Your Honor.
No, you're not correct. If I have the title Alang Cayetano and Sanchamp had possession, and I told Senator Pimentel, boss, eto titulo, benta ko sa'yo. Eh, nandun ang Sanchamp. Pinapagamit ko lang yun. Eto nga titulo akin, walang liyen. Nagkapirmahan kami, ni-register niya. Sinong papanigan ng korte?
Your
Di ba
Honor,
ako?
Your Honor, again, Sunchamp has an open, continuous,
Is that the
adverse
issue?
possession,
That's not
Your
the
Honor.
issue. The issue under the civil code is that it has to be notarized and it has to be registered to be binding on third parties. It is enforceable against the parties sa kay Mr. Gregorio Laureano at kay Mr. Chu. But it is not binding sa ibang tao. Ibig sabihin po, yung pinapakita nyo dito sa amin ay convenient excuse na kay Mr. Chu na to. Pero walang abogado nang gagawa nito kasi delikado kliyente niya. Pag binenta po yung mga nanonood ngayon, Mr. Comia, Mr. Dueñas, kayong lahat may titulo. Pag binenta nyo sa iba yan, babayaran kayo. Pwede nyo ibenta.
Your Honor,
Ang madidemanda nyo, sila. Pero ang lupa, hindi na sa inyo. Any lawyer will tell you that.
may I reply, Your Honor?
Of course.
Your Honor, under the civil code, the registration is not the means of transferring ownership. Having the document notarized is also not the means of transferring ownership. Ownership can be transferred through delivery. And in the instant case, Your Honor, complete physical possession, control over the property has been delivered to Sunchamp. And that can be considered,
Tell me
Your
the
Honor.
exception of that law, sir. Kasi pareho tayo nag-law school. Tell me the exception of that law. Except when the property is real estate. Personal property, kahit hindi na notaryo, dineliver mo, tama ka. Pag real property, kailangan,
Can I answer, Your Honor?
di ba, it should be a public instrument. You want me to read you the law? You want me to read you all the jurisprudence?
I will also cite jurisprudence, Your Honor, which says that even if the document pertaining to a real property is not notarized, it is not a void contract. It is an unenforceable
sinabing-
contract, but when it is already partially executed, it becomes a
Sir,
fully
hindi
enforceable
natin
contract.
pinag-uusapan kung enforceable, valid between the parties. I'm talking about a third party and you should be protecting your client. So all I'm pointing out is that it did not protect your client but it's a convenient excuse. But let me go to my main point, no? Dahil lumayo na nga tayo, no? Hindi mo tinignan yung date ng mga deed of sale kay Mr. Gregorio Laureano.
I validated the rights of Mr. Gregorio.
Oh,
Your
but hindi
Honor.
mo tinignan yung date.
It was not the primary.
So, pag tinignan mo yung titulo, siguro man lahat titignan mo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, ba't hindi mo tinignan yung date?
Date of,
Nung sale.
as long as there's a valid right given to Mr. Gregorio, Your Honor,
Kahit na
maybe
walang
it
sale?
through a deed of sale, maybe through a SPA. What I am determining in that due diligence is whether
So you don't
Mr.
care-
Gregorio has the right.
So you don't care if they did not pay the capital gains and you did not care kung ubos na yung property sa amount ng tax na kailangan ibayad sa BIR.
Your Honor, my consideration was whether there's a right that Mr. Gregorio can transfer to the client.
The
And
right
as to
over a
whether-
property, sir.
And whether there are liabilities or risks pertaining to
Why do you want the
unpaid
why
taxes,
did your
Honor?
client want the property? Di ba dahil may value yung property?
The use of the property
Yes.
and the property itself, Your Honor.
yes, may value siya, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero kung ubos na siya sa taxes, may value pa ba siya?
Your Honor, as I mentioned earlier, precisely under the payment structure that was agreed upon by the parties, there's a retention amount.
Tell me another reason why the date is essential in this case. You already told me, hindi mo tinignan date, but tell me another reason why napaka-importante yung date. And I'll give you a hint. Someone sitting there should give you a hint. Ayan po, may nakaupo dyan. Tignan yung nakaupo dyan.
I submit to the Honorable Senator
Hindi ba
on
pag
what's the
subject
issue.
ng agrarian reform yung lupa, 10 years hindi pwedeng ibenta?
If the beneficiary is stated in the title, Your Honor, then it is prohibited, Your
Oh,
Honor.
hindi mo tinignan yung date eh.
Your Honor, but if you look at the jurisprudence on this matter, even if that contention is made, at the very least, Gregorio would have acquired a use of fract or rights over the property.
So yan ba ang due diligence na when I call the PSE here next time, Yan ba yung klase ng due diligence na binibigay ng mga listed company natin? And we'll ask the Secretary later
Yes, Your Honor, because-
So, hindi nyo tinignan yung date.
Your Honor,
Kung may
precisely
taxes, let me finish then I'll give it to you, no? Hindi mo tinignan yung date kung meron tax evasion sa capital gains. Hindi mo tinignan yung date, alam mo ng agricultural land yon, alam mo ng may hint ka na subject ng agrarian reform yon. Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, before you answer, just one point. I think we know what happened here. Being a layman, ganito po ang nangyari dito eh. Attorney Subido, you're also the legal counsel of the Vice President. Actually, kaya okay lang sa kanya itong one-page document na to na wala talagang value dahil wala naman actual transfer of ownership. From the Vice President, it transferred to his dummy. Yun po ang nangyari dito. Hindi niya, nahuli na ni Senator Alan Cayetano. Marami pa tayong pasikot-sikot dito. But that's the fact. Mr. Tony Chu, you can smile or laugh all you want. But you and I know what happened. Okay? Huwag kang magpa-cute. Hindi kami nakukyutan.
Mr. Chair,
Anyway,
yeah. Let me just wrap this up so that we
No,
can
just one point, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead,
Just to reinforce yung point na sinasabi ni Senator Cayetano na binabago pagka nahuhuli. Alam niyo yung first statement ni Mr. Tony Chu no October 10, hindi ownership, hindi absolute ownership, kundi leasehold rights. Tapos, nagkahulian, bagong version. So, ganito tayo, tuloy-tuloy. Ito, last week, hinahanap natin ito, kaso hindi nyo pa naisip siguro kung anong itatype. So, in overtime nyo siguro kagabihan, naisip nyo to. Noong pumunta kami sa yung ocular inspection kami, ang yabang ni Mr. Chu, sige, punta kayo doon. Alam naman na nila ron. Magko-coordinate pa ba kami? Hindi na kailangan kasi alam na namin doon. So we went there. Apparently, since hindi nga siya yung may-ari, nagpaalam pa siya doon sa true owners. Ngayon, based doon sa aming information, pinagalitan siya, nasubo sila. Kaya sila nag-qualify na 3 to 5 na lang para may oras na magligpit na doon nilagay doon sa Stables Hotel yung mga pictures, mga kobrekama and personal effects of the Binay family. Yun ang reason. Kaya hindi ka makaporma doon kasi ikaw bisita ka rin kagaya namin. Yun ang nangyari doon, di ba? So anyway, that's what really happened and ngayon lang nagkakaroon lang tayo ng formalities of going through these technicalities, but you and I know that that is the truth. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr.
Attorney
Chair.
Subido, you still remember the question? Because I'll give you time to answer. The last question.
Yes.
Can I first address?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, this transaction, contrary to what has been stated, there has been a complete transfer and enjoyment of the property by Sanchang. And this is in relation also to what I mentioned earlier, that delivery has been made to Sanchang. This document states what it is. Good money has been paid. The proper provisions to ensure that the rights of Sanchamp and its shareholders are protected are also in place. So I do not think it is correct to say that this is just a simulated transaction because of all of these things, Your Honor.
Attorney, kailan binigay yung possession sa Sanchang?
This was in July 2014, Your Honor.
O, July 2014 pa. Hindi nung ginawa yung MOA.
No, Your Honor. It was never stated in this
So
MOA.
lahat ng sinabi mo sa akin ay baliwala. Kasi between February 2013, nung pinirmahan nyo tong MOA, January, hanggang July ng 2014, nang hindi nyo pa tina-turn over, the people I mentioned, no, yung mga may hawak ng titulo, could have sold it. Your whole point in disputing my legal theory is that it was already enforced. May delivery na eh. But you exposed your client for a year and a half. 'Di ba? Na pwede nilang benta. Pwede silang naloko. Yeah, go ahead.
May I answer, Your Honor? Precisely, the terms of the payment was, the exposure was only 6 million in 2013. And the properties, as I mentioned earlier, there are lands that are directly registered under the name of Mr. Gregorio
Sir,
and his company.
Hindi to bentahan ng kotse o bentahan ng bahay. This is a publicly listed company na hindi bibili ng 400 milyon, na hindi maraming proseso at yung capital tinabi. Even the opportunity cost, di ba? The time, the money put into it. And most important, the confidence of the investors here and abroad. Pag ang isang kumpanya ganito kalaking deal naloko at hindi nakuha yung lupa, baksak yung kumpanya na yon. That's why the PSE requires, and any businessman will do due diligence. And what I'm pointing out is habang hinihimay ko yung due diligence nyo, ang dami nyong hindi ginawa. So let me go to my last 2 points, no?
Your Honor, please.
Go ahead.
At the time of the signing of this agreement, Sanchamp was not yet a subsidiary or an affiliate of the listed company Greenergy.
Okay.
It was not yet, Your Honor.
Still-
The initial investment of Greenergy for 20% was
So
in October.
at that time,
and
at that time na pinirmahan, walang financial capability ang Sanchamp na bilhin ito. They did not have 400 million.
Your Honor, that was not. That's why the payment was only 6 million, Your Honor.
Yes. So napakagaling nga nung kumpanya na bumibili siya na wala siyang pera. Committed ka na eh. So
Yes, Your Honor.
kung dinimanda siya ni Mr. Gregorio, ma-estapa siya.
I don't think that will be.
Wala naman siyang
I don't
pera eh.
think estafa.
Hindi
Your
ba
Honor, that
niloloko?
is highly speculative.
Okay,
Because
well, anyway, sige.
there was already an increased capitalization at that time, Your Honor.
He didn't have the 400 million. I can show you the FS.
Your Honor, at
time.
that time he increased the capitalization of Sanchamp. If I recall correctly, to at least 220 million. Your Honor.
220, 400 million to. Di kalahati lang mababayaran nyo.
Your Honor, again.
Kung in 2 weeks na deliver ni Mr. Gregorio Laureano. But anyway, I won't speculate with you, no? So part of your due diligence is to get a appraiser.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino ang kumuha ng mag-appraise?
Both parties designated the law firm to
Okay.
get the appraiser, and
At
we
sino ang
obtained
pinili niyo?
Cuervo, Your Honor.
Bakit si Cuervo ang pinili nyo?
If I recall correctly, there were already transactions wherein Cuervo was the appraisal company used by our clients. We had prior dealings with Cuervo.
Si Cuervo ba na-areglo? Pwede mo sabihin, Cuervo, 500 million yan, gawin mo na lang 400 million.
Your Honor, that is...
No, I'm asking you. You tell me. I'm not accusing him. I'm not speculating. I'm asking you. There is a reason bakit nyo kinuha. Of course, the answer
Your
I'm
Honor,
expecting...
if I may, Cuervo is a reputable appraisal company, and I don't think they
Yeah.
would allow themselves
Yes,
to
that's
be
the
used
answer I
that
was
way.
looking for because hindi mo naman siya kukunin kung hindi siya reputable, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi kung hindi siya reputable, kawawa naman yung mga kliyente mo.
Yes, Your Honor.
So meaning kung ano isulat niya sa appraisal, di ba? Paniniwalaan nyo. Di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Kliyente nyo rin yung vice president, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Inappraise din ni Cuervo yung building eh. 23,000 per square meters lang daw eh. Eh, ang binayag ng Makati, 80,000 per square meter. Mali ba si Cuervo?
That's not for me to say, Your Honor.
Ay, sabi mo, reputable ang Cuervo, hindi pwedeng ayusin eh.
Yes, Your Honor. But it
So,
would depend-
kung pabor sa inyo yung assessment ni Cuervo, okay. Kung hindi pabor sa iyo, hindi okay.
No, Your Honor. I do not know the parameters of the report given by Mr. Cuervo on the second matter that you mentioned.
Sige.
So I am not in a position.
I will go to my
say.
point kung bakit ko bringing up yan later. Sa parameters po na binigay mo kay Mr. Cuervo this time, no? Kung yung dates po ba nung mga titulo at saka nung sale, nung deed of sale, pinatignan mo kay Mr. Cuervo?
Your Honor, if I recall, he was given the lot numbers, and that it was just a general, and it's in his report that the assumption is that the ownership is not an issue.
Okay. So, ang binigay mong limitation, ito yung lot, walang pangalan, hindi issue yung limitation, hindi issue yung pagmamay-ari. Di ba? Kasi kung may issue pag may-ari, magbabago yung valuation niya. No?
Yes, Your Honor.
About kung meron siyang lian, kasi may taxes siya na hindi bayaran, etc. Pinasama mo yon? Hindi.
No, Your Honor.
Hindi mo pinasama.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So, sino inassign mo to deal with Mr. Cuervo?
The law office, Your Honor.
Who specifically in the law office?
One of our former associates,
Sino po yun?
Jennifer Ong.
Okay. Because I'm glad you said that. Say yung correct. Because your client, who is the buyer, claims that to his knowledge and to the due diligence, kasama yung kung may lien, kung may utang na taxes and everything. And dinidispute pa niya ako kanina nung binasa ko, nakasama sa limitations yon. Sabi niya, disclaimer, it's a limitation. So, kayo ang nagsabi, wag niyo na isama yon. Wag niyong i-consider yon. Tama?
Your Honor, and the best evidence will be the document, Your
Yes,
Honor.
I have the document. I read it to him. All existing liens and encumbrance, if any, have been disregarded and the property is appraised free and clear from under responsible ownership. We made no investigation and assume no responsibility for titles or liabilities under the appraised property. Mr. Chu said kanina that he will release this and it's okay to release it. But kanina, sinasabi niya, hindi. Pinatignan din daw niya yung titles at saka pinatignan din daw niya kung may utang yon, etc. No? So, hindi mo ginawa.
There are no debts, Your Honor.
Oy, paano mo alam? Hindi mo nang pinasama kay Cuervo.
No, from what my review said, Your Honor, there are no outstanding debts.
But not
or
from the
liens on
Cuervo.
title. Yes, Your Honor.
Oh,
Because that's part of, I already made that determination.
But that's part
Your
of the appraisal eh. Di ba? Paano mo ngayon alam walang debt? Eh, nasa TV, si Nanay Maria, 10 years na daw niyang binenta. So, yung 6% na kanyang capital gains, eh hindi ni-register. Eh lalabas fraud pa eh. Kung hindi, ma'am, kung hindi fraud, 25%, no? Magkano po penalty?
Yeah, the surcharge is 25%. The interest is 20% per annum.
Okay. And kung fraud?
50%, then 20%.
Kung binili ko, ma'am, sa inyo, at kinuha ko ID nyo, sabi ko ililipat ko. 10 years kung hindi nilipat, fraud ho ba yun?
Not necessarily. I have to look at the situation.
But at the very least, yung 25 plus 20%.
Yeah. At hindi lang ho 6% ang pinag-usapan natin. Meron pang 1.5% na documentary stamp tax.
So 7.5%.
Yes.
And then, ma'am, paano kung kabentahan kami, no, yung lupa, tapos nalaman ganun kalaki yung taxes, hindi mo mahabol sa kanya yung tax, hindi mo mahabol sa akin. Yung lupa ba ang hahabulin niya?
Yeah, we will put a lien on the property.
And then if no one can pay it, you will auction the property and get the part.
Yes, we
Okay.
will auction it, and if there's no buyer, it becomes government property.
Okay. So, Mr. Chu, you heard the commissioner of the BIR, no? So, you admit that you spent 50 million already to improve the property. Can you use the microphone?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, you endangered your stockholders.
Your Honor, I do not believe that I put my stockholders at risk because there is retention.
Yes.
To cover.
Eh, kung maubos yung retention, if yung 400 million mo, lahat na yun sa taxes na punta, so hindi mo na siya babayaran ni 5, di ba?
Well,
Pero you lost already 50 million.
Hindi naman. If we have possession of the property,
You won't have possession, hahabulin na ng BIR eh.
Well,
They will only give it back to you if you pay them 400 million.
well, I guess we will have to follow the.
So you did not do your due diligence in buying this.
Well, Your Honor, I believe we perform our due diligence, but it's your opinion whether.
Yes. No, I won't argue with you, sir, but I've asked a dozen businessmen, both with listed and hindi listed. Walang bumibili ng lupa na hindi tinitignan kaninong nakapangalan at tinitignan yung date ng sale and everything and yung taxes, especially since naging commissioner si Commissioner Kim Henares.
Commissioner Henares?
I just about retention, no? Because there's no retention because there's no payment, eh. So what will you recover? And because you keep on repeating
That's the
about
term.
retention.
That's the term they
no?
used,
Yeah.
Madam Commission. That's why my question for Attorney Subido is the notes which the parties exchange. Do they consider these notes as part of the contract?
They can be used, Your Honor, as evidencing the intention of the parties.
Okay, so in simple terms, an elaboration of the contract, part of the contract. So, can we also ask for copies of these notes? Para makita po natin because andun din daw yung pag-mention ng retention. Yes, Commissioner?
Because, I'd like just to, because when you say retention, that means that the transaction has been perfected. So when you say that, so the capital gains on the 440 million is already due last, when was this?
January 2013?
Yeah.
Or yung July 2014
Yeah,
where
whichever
the
is that.
surrender
Because,
of the possession?
Because in effect, when you say there's a retention, the whole thing has been perfected. The only thing is it's just indemnification for liability. So the whole capital gains tax now, it becomes due and demandable, and the whole documentary stamp tax becomes due and demandable. For capital gains, is 30 days from the date of the execution, and from documentary stamp tax on the 5th day following the month.
That's just for the study of Mr. Chu and his lawyers, no? That's But that's the opinion of the commissioner without having seen the agreement. Wala pa naman sa kanya. Okay. So we'll give you a copy, Madam Commissioner, of the agreement.
Commissioner, just on that point, no, clearly possession or they claim possession is now with their client, no, and they claim they paid 5%. They paid 5 million and 6 million, so 11 million out of but none of the most of the titles are not still in their name, no. So who owns the property? For example, if the BIR was going to look and claim taxes, will it be on who is on the tax deck and titles, or will it be based on this agreement? It's not registered or anything.
Well, sir, because we have to reconstruct the whole thing, no?
Yes.
So we start with whoever that the land is named after.
So,
or
for example,
titled,
ma'am,
no?
for example, mama, if you go now there, yung motor pool ng Sanchamp, no, is in the name of Aling Maria.
So we have now, most probably what we will do is we will go to Aling Maria, ask her, is this your property? No? And if he say it's not because he already sold it, so we will ask her for an affidavit saying to whom they sold it to and how much. No?
So you will, in other words, ma'am, you will follow the evidence.
Yes, sir.
And that's the same thing you do when you have lifestyle check. So for example, if I say na, hindi akin yung kotse na yan, but you see that I use it every day, you saw that ako nagbayad ng registration and everything, diba? You can make a case that it's not registered in my name, but it's mine.
Yes, sir. You have beneficial interest, ownership of the.
So,
Then I have.
Go ahead,
I'm
go ahead.
actually very confused about all these things, no? Because
Yes.
I don't really understand whether they own it or they have usufruct over it, because the taxation of the two are different.
so far, it's only them who understand it, ma'am. We're also trying to piece it together, but later I will try to put it in a chart to try to understand. But since the Secretary of the DAR is here, sir, you were a guest once upon a time in the ecotourism site or Hacienda Binay or the Rosario property, correct?
Yes, sir. Sometime in August.
I guess it came into your mind. You wondered, is this covered by CARP or etc., sir?
Yes, sir. I went to the farm upon the invitation of Mr. Chu, because Mr. Chu has a farm also in Magalang, Pampanga of 3 or 4 hectares, which is a model farm, where he brought us and our personnel before. And this is the farm where he trains the Agayan Reform beneficiaries in the technology of planting palay, corn, and vegetables, and he buys them, and he assists our Agayan Reform beneficiaries. So when I got the invitation sometime July, August,
2014, sir.
2014, sir, he said that he would like to invite me to the Sanchamp. The day before, I had my provincial office in Batangas check where this place was and if there were any other issues. When our municipal Agayan Reform officer in Rosario went to the area, I think the day before, he or she was not able to enter. But then I agreed to go to Rosario because on the same day, I had a meeting in San Jose, Batangas with our provincial office. So I arrived in the Sanchamp farm. I went straight to the pavilion, and during our conversation, I had in fact asked Mr. Chu how he could have this area of land consolidated because there was a fence, and whether he had already taken into account agrarian reform laws. At that point in time, he said he was aware of them and he had actually leased this particular parcel of land. And that was the gist of our conversation prior to the actual ceremony.
Sorry, sir, can you clarify? He said he leased it.
Yes, sir. He said he leased it. He did not own it, because if anyone owns that big parcel of land, then this will surely fall into our database. But our database did not show any ownership of a
And sir,
large tract.
this is of your personal knowledge, hindi to hearsay. Hindi sinabi nung assistant mo na sinabi. Ikaw po mismo ang kausap ni Mr. Chu.
Yes, sir. Well, we were talking while we were waiting for the ceremony to begin for the opening.
Mr. Chu, you're here rather than answer sa media. This is direct evidence. This is testimony. Would you like to respond?
Yes, Your Honor. I did told the good secretary that this is we have the user frac over the.
That's not what you told him. You said you were leasing it.
Yeah, it's for.
Actually, what word did he use, Mr. Secretary? Lease or usufruct?
My recollection, Your Honor, is lease.
Lease,
Because I was asking whether he had ownership.
Okay,
Mr. Chu, don't confuse the two because last hearing, pinagalitan mo ako and pinagtawanan mo ako nung sinabi kong magkahawig ang lease at saka usufruct. Ngayon na ang sinasabi ni Secretary lease, ikaw naman mag-usufruct ngayon. And last hearing and sa lahat ng TV, you said you own it, nabili mo, standard practice sa agrarian reform. Kasi that's my next question kay Secretary. So, can you respond? Why are you telling the committee now that you own it? Why are you telling the television interviews, radio interviews, that you own it? Why did you tell the Secretary that you're just leasing it?
Well, as far as I can recall, Your Honor, ang usapan namin ng good secretary is the agrarian reform law, which does not permit the entity to own more than 5 hectares. So we are using the use of frac and exercising right over the property.
Hindi po yun ang nakalagay sa agreement. Hindi po to use of frac. Sale po to ng property.
Yeah, but there is a curing period of 2 years for the seller to complete the conversion of the land title before the full payment can be executed, Your Honor.
You told me, sir, na you're a legitimate businessman. Diba? Hindi ka tax evader, hindi ka sugarol. Sabi mo sa akin, hindi mo pinapaikutan ng batas. So pag kami, ikaw may-ari. Pag yung secretary, dahil alam niya yung batas sa agrarian reform, nililis mo lang kasi bawal bumili ng lupa.
Hindi po bawal, Your Honor. Kinakailangan po na mag-apply for conversion.
O, nag-apply ka na ba ng conversion?
Well, after the visit of the secretary did...
Sir, when do you convert? Secretary, kailan dapat convert? Before or after you buy?
It does not matter as long as before you start transforming the land. The reckoning point is that is the point you should have conversion before you transform.
So katulad ho ngayon, kinonvert from Kew Garden, ngayon Kew Garden na. Yung po ba ay legal o illegal?
The conversion we refer to, Your Honors, is the use.
The use of the land.
Yes,
diba?
Your Honor.
But kung pinadira na nila, and then they're already using it for tourism, and sasabihin nila agriculture, pero ang nakatanim naman doon, hindi pang agriculture, pang tourism.
That is precisely my conversation with him, and I said you should file whatever appropriate documents or applications you need to file, because at some point in time, now that we are almost finished with determining the balance under the agrarian reform program, we are beginning to move backward and validate all the land holdings that we have distributed. And this will be found out.
But sir, we're only talking about him in 2013. But for more than 10 years, ganun na po yung area na yon. So meaning for more than 10 years, it wasn't being used for agriculture.
That is not of my personal knowledge, Your
Yes,
Honors.
sir. Yes, sir. So,
Mr. Chairman, I'd just like to ask Secretary De Los Reyes regarding that launching. Secretary De Los Reyes, do you remember seeing me during that launching, right?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, we had the conversation.
Yes, and we were there together with Secretary Kiko Pangilinan as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, looking back, in light of all these controversies that have been brought up, how do you feel about that invitation?
Well, at the very least, Your Honors, after I came from that place, then I began to wonder and began to look at the records of the department. In fact, later on, I instructed my undersecretary to write Mr. Chu and tell him that you have to comply with whatever you need to comply. And this was written sometime in, I think, October. But at the same time, we began to look at the records of the department itself.
Okay, I needed to ask that because, well, this is how I felt. After we found out about the connections between the Vice President and Mr. Tony Chu and that specific invitation, wherein at least perceived Pinoy allies were there in full force, I felt that we were set up to make this transfer of ownership or assumption of ownership seem legitimate. That's how I felt because the connections are very glaring. Attorney Martin Subido is who is supposed to be the best friend of Mr. Tony Chu, is the lawyer of the Vice President. And the previous owner of Agri Fortuna was the Vice President. And all these officers of Mr. Tony Chu are connected one way or another with the Vice President himself. Plus, the future First Lady, Dr. Elenita Binay, was a lessee of his property. And the Vice President, being the most senior public official that they know, and his brother is also the #1 contributor, and around that time, he's according to the term, at the cusp of power. The most logical guest of honor for that launching of Sanchamp was the Vice President himself. But instead of doing that, he invited us. He invited us, three perceived allies of the President, and there is no representative from the office of the Vice President. Did you meet anybody there, Secretary De Los Reyes?
No, sir.
No, not even one of the children or even the wife of the Vice President?
Did not meet any of those persons,
Okay.
sir.
So, precisely, it was a setup. It's part of this grand plan to cover up and to layer and hide this Hacienda Binay as the true property of the Vice President. That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Secretary, can you repeat? So, kung yung isa pong lupa ay na-cover po ng land reform, no? And then ibigay na po sa beneficiaries, what can they and cannot do?
Pagka po iginawad ang emancipation patent o isang collective land ownership award sa isang beneficiaryo, meron po limitasyon na hindi niya pwedeng baguhin ang gamit ng 5 taon at hindi niya maaring ibenta ng 10 taon. At ang pagka ito po ay ibinenta o gusto niyang ibenta yung partikular na lupay na ito, kailangan po niyang humingi ng clearance mula sa Department of Agrarian Reform. So, yun po ang kanyang pwedeng gawin dun sa kanyang lupain.
And if he does that within that period, kung binenta in that period na hindi sinunod yung proseso, anong mangyayari po? The government can rescind.
Ang sinasabi po ng ating batas ay ito pong pagbebentang ito ay walang bisa.
Okay.
At ito po ay pwedeng ipakansila ng Department of Agrarian Reform yung ganong klaseng pagkakalipat.
Then who gets the land, sir?
Ito po ay ibabalik sa pamahalaan at ito po ay igagawad muli dun sa kwalipikadong benepisyaryo ng Agrarian Reform Program.
Okay. And can we state today that there wasn't any clearance for the sale? Have you checked?
Ang problema po namin, hindi namin po alam kung ano yung mismong lupain na covered dito. Kaya
we will give it to you by name, but we've checked, no, and so far wala pa kami nakikita. Mr. Chu, what were you saying kanina na may 2-year curing period?
We have 2 years to wait for Mr. Gregorio to complete the transaction, Your Honor.
Hindi, pero binenta na sa kanya eh.
Yung conversion, Your Honor.
Yes. So kung binenta na sa kanya at hindi kinonvert at walang permiso, invalid yung sale. So wala siyang ibebenta sa'yo.
Eh, wala rin ho tayo ibabayad sa kanya.
Nagbayad ka na at naglagay ka na ng 50 million sa property.
Well, I believe we are fully secured and we can recover our investment.
How can you recover the 50 million if it wasn't for Mr. Gregorio to sell?
From the harvest and from the usage of the...
Anong ina-harvest nyo doon? Yung kabayo, sinabi nyo, hindi sa inyo.
Yung
isa-isahin ko muna. Yung aviary, lumalabas kay Congresswoman Binay. Yung orchids, lumalabas kay Mrs. Binay. Yung pong piggery, sabi nyo, hindi rin sa inyo, under contract pa rin yon. Tapos, wala pa naman kayong pinapayagan na pumasok na publiko doon, so wala pa kayong income. So, ano pong income nyo na worth 50 million doon sa loob?
Your Honor, from the harvest of the mango, from the asparagus plantation that we have established, from the greenhouse and the salad that we will...
Gaano kalaki po yun?
Ang mango orchard po, may 3,000 puno. Ang
Sige,
asparagus
sa 1 year po, sa 1 year, magkano ang gross sa lahat ng sinabi mo?
1 year we would be able to yield around 20 to 30 million pesos doon sa mga...
So, lugi ka pa ng 20 million, even assuming na wala pang puhunan yon.
Well,
magkano, sir, ang maintenance ng 150 hectare estate na ganun kalaki?
Well, meron po kaming mga OPEX per month, pero on a yearly...
More or less, sir, magkano ang maintenance ng ganun kalaki?
About 10 million a year.
Okay. So, kahit na mag-gross ka ng 30 million, minus 10, 20, lugi ka pa rin ng 30 million plus yung dinown mo.
Pero,
so, don't keep saying you're covered because we can all do the math, no? So basically, hindi nagawa yung due diligence. But, sorry, before we go any further, Mr. Cuervo, sorry for excusing you, but I had to ask, and Mr. Chu gave the authority, no, to talk about and release the appraisal, no? Sir, when you're doing an appraisal, hindi ba bibigyan ka ng parameters? They'll give you a parameter. For example, how big the lot is, no? In this case, sir, did they ask you to also look into the liens or into, to the titles themselves?
No, I was only given a list of lots, and no titles were shown to me.
So whether this could be converted for commercial use or for residential from agricultural, or whether they owed taxes is not included in your appraisal.
Yes, I just made an assumption that it has been already cleared from agrarian reform.
That's all I need from you. Last question, Mr. Chu, no? Ang sabi ng MOA nyo, which I find, I don't want to use the word irregular, but very surprising. Sabi dito, 400 million in tranches in cash or enlisted shares in the PSE to be agreed upon by the parties based on the deliverables to Mr. Gregorio. The consideration shall be adjusted depending on the fair market value of the property as may be determined by mutually acceptable appraisal company. Hindi ba medyo shocking yung provision na yun?
Your Honor, ano po yung shocking doon?
Paano kung yung valuation niya 2 billion? Bibilin mo ng 2 billion?
Hindi naman, Your Honor, kasi may...
Sir, hindi naman. It's in the contract. If it's in the contract at 2 billion ang lumabas and you and Attorney Subidos has already said, all parties agreed kung ano sabihin ni Mr. Cuervo, yun ang presyo. So kung prinesyoan niya to ng 2 billion, bibilin mo ng 2 billion?
Well, hindi naman natin gagawin yan.
Didemandahin ka.
Well,
sir, paano mo sasabihin mong hindi mo gagawin? Ginawa mo eh.
Well, I guess, Your Honor, before na tayo bumili ng isang property, before tayo even mag-engage ng isang appraisal company, kahit pa paano meron tayong ballpark figure.
Hindi naman appraiser ho ba kayo?
Well, you can confirm with our... with
Mr. Cuervo, if 1 month before they asked you to do the appraisal, because they met in August, they asked you to do the appraisal February, no?
I did appraisal February 2013.
Sige po. If in November of that year, all of the property surrounding the hacienda or the property was bought by Ayala Land, and then they announced that they will spend 10 billion for a township, what will be the effect on the property in the hacienda?
The value will appreciate.
And is it, without, preempting, no? But we have seen Fort Bonifacio, which is 500,000 per square. We've seen FTI that was sold at 36,500 per square is now selling at 220,000 per square, 3 years to pay. You saw Santa Rosa, which is now booming. Would you be shocked, no? That if from 180 per square, if Ayala bought, 2,000 hectares beside that and made it a township, that 180 will go to 360, 500, or 1,000 per square?
Okay.
Depending on how much they want to put in. This is all what you call theoretical, no?
Okay, the acquisition itself is not going to appreciate the value unless the price paid for the acquisition is much
Yes.
higher. No, because that will still be speculative. No?
Yes.
Looking at the location of the hacienda, it's really not along the path of growth.
Yes.
It's at the end of the road. No.
But what I'm saying, sir, is that when you do that, there are 1,001 things that can happen that can either put up the price or put down the price.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. Okay. So that's what I'm saying, Mr. Chu. You didn't just agree on more or less 400, hindi lalampas ng 600, 400. You said whatever Mr. Cuervo said, you will pay. And I find that very, very surprising to appear in the MOA that is disguised as a deed of sale.
Well, kung may fraud naman po sa appraisal or kung...
No, not fraud. I never doubted the credibility of Mr. Cuervo. I'm just saying you don't know the appraisal. Eh.
Well,
You don't know the price of the roads. You don't know if they will find oil right beside the everything. So I haven't seen a contract, no, and I've seen many contracts that says kung magkano ang napag-agreean unless there's a limit.
Your Honor, kung titingnan nyo, yung contract states 400 million pesos and 150 hectares. So the appraisal report is supposed to validate.
Sir, it doesn't say that. It says 400 and shall be adjusted depending on the fair market value.
Correct, but
meaning if the fair market value is 1.2 billion, you will adjust it to 1.2 billion.
Yeah, but it will not happen because based on our experience, we more or less knows the ballpark figure. The appraisal report is just to validate.
Meron ka na pong experience na may aviary na may 50 species na hindi ordinaryo. Meron ka ng experience sa may Kew Garden. Meron ka ng experience na ganun kagaganda yung area sa isang tingin. Then why did you use an appraiser?
Well, Your Honor, those are part of the sale as lock, stock, and barrel.
Okay.
Pero importante naman sa akin is really the plantation.
So let me go. How many percent of the 150 hectares is a plantation?
Well, it's about close to 30%, Your Honor.
30%. So you're willing to pay 400 million for the 30%?
Your Honor,
You can buy mango plantation anywhere in the Philippines na maganda ang tubo ng mangga.
Well, Your Honor, this is a business viability test, no? So if it pass our scrutiny, then we recommend it to the board.
But you're not after just the mango plantation.
Well, there are other potential income from the tourism side because of the structures that were already present.
I
Your
won't
Honor.
argue, Mr. Chu, dahil obvious naman eh. Di ba, wala pa kayong business plan dun sa tourism side and you're arguing from the mango plantation, and you can buy a mango plantation many places in the country na mas mura kaso doon.
Your Honor, as early as 2 years ago, nagsisimula na ako mag-promote ng agritourism concept.
Okay.
That is witnessed.
Anyway, I won't argue with that.
Thank you.
I'll just drive into that point. Yeah, you mentioned 2 years ago, you've been what's your term?
I have been promoting
You have been promoting
agritourism concept through yung interviews and
interviews. Then you spent 50 million pesos already for the development of this property, right? And yet ang nakalimutan mong basic, yung signage, niwala ka eh.
Your Honor, that's part of yung signage to Sanchamp. If you went there August 5, you will see the signage along the road.
tarpaulin yun eh. I think Secretary Gil de los Reyes will bear me out on that one. May signage ho ba na permanent, at least when we went there?
I saw directional signs, Your Honor.
Directional signs and mga tarps ho, di ba?
Believe so, Your Honor.
Oh. There's nothing permanent there.
Your Honor, that's a soft opening. Normally, the process
Soft
of the
opening,
soft
okay.
opening, and then there should be a grand opening when everything is complete,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Sige. Next, pumunta kami doon 2 months after. 2 months after, pumunta kami doon sa so-called clubhouse. Ang pinasok namin doon, bahay eh. Bahay yun, Mr. Chu. Would you agree?
Agree, Your Honor. Nadatnan ko na po lahat yan. Your
Okay,
Honor.
yun na nga. Pero you're supposed to be developing the property. May 50 million investment ka na kamo, may mga construction. Pero the basic, wala ka na. Tapos sabi mo, you've been operating kasi may mga, ito yung kwento mo sa akin, ano? May mga nag-field trip na doon. Anong school kaya yun? Para ma-check natin.
Your Honor, may mga record naman kung
May
gusto
mga
mo.
record. Hindi mo masasabi, di ba? Precisely because wala. Ano? And I can imagine, wala ka ring resibo for that. Kung sino man na eskwelahan na yun, saan kayang napkin na insulat yung binayad nila doon? Kasi nga wala kang rates eh. You didn't even have a front desk. Right? Kung pumunta rin yung mga bata, nauhaw sila, saan sila bibili ng soft drinks? Doon sa kusina ni Mrs. Binay. Saan? You tell me. You're the agritourism expert.
Your Honor, yung food and beverage po, meron po tayong big chill na sinet up.
Saan wala doon. Don't give me that crap. I was there. I was there twice.
Yes, Your Honor.
Di ba? Oh. Tapos wala doon yung kunyari, alam nyo, hindi mo nga kami pinainom ng tubig ron, di ba? Kasi nga, hindi naman sa iyo yung kusina eh. Hindi
Your
ka nga
Honor,
makapagpa-serve doon eh.
in-offer ko lahat ng
you don't
media.
need to answer that. Anyway, okay naman yun eh. Tapos, kung gusto nilang pumunta sa comfort room, pumila doon eh. At yung comfort room doon, pambahay talaga eh. Meron pang mga Q-tips, may mga toothbrush, may mga ano pa doon eh. Personal effects. Hindi yun agritourism. Alam nyo, nahuli kayo eh. You had time na mag-impake doon. Hindi, obviously, na-overlook nyo yung mga malilit na bagay na yun. Pero, kitang-kita, even the setup, the living room, the dining room, talagang bahay siya. And for an agritourism expert, I find that odd. Okay? And you're saying you sunk in 50 million pesos already and the basic amenities hindi mo pa nagagawa. It's talagang impossible. Alam nyo sa akin, ako, I admire you. Pwede ka maging sastre o tailor, kasi grabe ka magtahi ng kwento talaga. From left to right eh. Pero nababasa naman namin. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Your Honor, may I?
Go ahead, Mr. Chu.
Your Honor, itong sinasabi po ni Senator Trillanes, lahat po naman to ng structure na datnan natin. So, it's part of the sale. Hindi po natin tinatago yung itong mga structure na to. But business is always work in progress. And kung hindi dahil po dito sa Senate hearing,
Tika muna, nag-soft opening ka eh.
Yeah.
Soft opening, at least meron kang minor operations dapat na
Yes.
pwede.
Yeah.
Kaso nga wala kang front desk eh. Walang signage doon.
Your Honor,
Alam mo, naligaw kami. Hindi nga namin alam kung ano yung gate na pupuntahan. Precisely because Sunchamp Agritourism Park has no signage. Tapos ano sinabi mo? Binagyo. Di ba? Again, that's another lie. Ito yung mga fantastic stories of Mr. Chu eh. Pwede nating
Your Honor,
i-compile ito eh. Pero anyway, ako hindi ko na kayang tanggapin pa eh. Ayoko na magpaloko. Sorry Mr. Chu, hindi na kita
Mr.
papatuloy.
Chu, sabi niyo po may bisita kayo that day ng ocular inspection. Sino po yung bisita na yan?
You mean sa Stable Hotel? Meron pong yung mga managers nung katabing plantation na naka-long-term lease po doon sa Stable Hotel. So they are...
Anong mga pangalan para matanong namin sila?
Well, we can provide you with the
Sige,
names.
provide nyo na lang para hindi natin mabasa
Sige
dito.
po, sige po.
Sino po security agency nyo dun sa, sa Rosario property?
Local hired people lang po, Your Honor.
Local hire, wala kayo. Ba't may baril?
Ano po?
Ba't may mga baril?
Well, mga license naman po, wala naman pong illegal.
Hindi pwede ang license ho, sa bahay lang. Hindi ho pwedeng hindi security guard tapos binabantayan commercial establishment. Bawal po yan.
Well, I don't think may nilalabag kami na batas with regards to
May
that.
permit to carry yung mga tao mo na yan?
For sure, meron. Kung wala, violation po yun.
Bigay nyo sa amin mga pangalan kung
Sige
sino
po.
sila kasi
Sige po.
marami-rami po yun. No?
Okay.
Sino po ang manager nung buong estate?
Meron po kaming ilang mga tao. Si Jackie ay in charge ng operation, si Allison in charge po ng tourism.
Sige, pakibigay yung mga pangalan, ha?
Sige po, sige po.
Tapos, ano pangalan nung dalawang nagsaserve ng tubig na hindi binigyan si Senator Trillanes?
Baka baka si Grace Martinez and Jason Suarez.
Hindi ho. Ano ho sila, kasambahay doon po sa... Nakita ko sa video sa TV. Nandun sila sa parang sala, may nagdadala ng tubig.
Aha.
Sino po yung mga yon?
Hindi ko maalala pero pwede niyo ipakita sa akin para paggalitan ko bakit na hindi binigyan ng tubig si Senator Trillanes.
Pero of all the people in a plantation, parang tayo, of all the people, baka hindi ko makilala lahat. Pero syempre, kung sino yung kasambahay mo, dahil yun ang pamilya, yun ang kilala mo eh.
Hindi
Diba?
po, wala po akong kasambahay na doon. Puro farm workers and mga casual workers.
Sino po naglilinis sa loob ng mga bahay? Sino
Well,
po nasa kusina?
Mga caretakers po.
ano
dahil,
pangalan ng mga caretakers na yan?
Pwede ko i-provide lahat ng listahan ng employee.
Tinatanong ko sa inyo dahil yun ang pinakadapat. Hindi ko in-expect na kilala mo lahat.
Ang kilala ko lang po yung in charge which is Jackie and Allison.
Ganong kaka-arrogante na yung araw-araw sa'yo nagsaserve ni... Kasi ako dito, hindi naman na araw-araw pumapasok. Alam ko yung mga pangalan ng mga nandito. Ni isa sa kanila, hindi mo alam pangalan?
Well, kilala ko naman yung iba, pero
Ano,
hindi...
Ganon?
Hindi naman. Hindi naman po ako ganong kabastos, Your Honor.
Hindi ko naman sinasabi, Sir, bastos kayo. Ang problema, kung hindi mo alam pangalan, paano mo tatawagin?
Well, normally pag nandoon po ako, ang nag-entertain po sa akin ang mga managers.
Kukunan lang ng tubig, manager pa ang kukuha ng tubig sa'yo?
Opo.
Galing, no?
Siyempre, CEO po ako, sir.
Alam mo, dito sa Senate, CEO din ako ng opisina ko.
Yeah.
Di ba? Pero hindi ko pinagpapakuha ng kape yung mga abogado or ano, di ba?
Sir, mawalang galang, ilan po ba yung staff ninyo?
50?
50 lang sir. Sa akin, 1,000 po Paano naman po?
1,000, sir, sa ibang negosyo. Ang tinatanong ko, doon sa guest house.
Even po
sa guest house, 50 ang tao nyo doon, 3 lang.
No, marami po mga employees namin.
Doon mismo, hindi empleyado ho nung lahat. Pag pumupunta ho kayo doon, o hindi kayo pumupunta ng Sunshine, doon sa Rosario. Pag pumupunta ho kayo, saan kayo tumatambay doon?
Well, umiikot po ako. Umuikot.
Papagod naman ho kayo doon. Hindi kayo upo o ano. Saan kayo tumatambay doon?
Your Honor, pag pumunta po ako doon is for ocular visit. Ang pinaka-importante po sa akin.
So, ibig sabihin, kahit 3 oras papunta doon, iikot ka, walang pigil, hindi ka man lang upo ng 2 minuto, hindi ka man lang jijingle, hindi ka man lang titignan kung yung mga antique ay nakaayos, hindi. Ay, normal, boss.
Iikot lang po, ikot.
Hindi ka nahihilo.
Hindi naman, sanay naman po tayo.
So never ka umupo, kaya hindi mo kilala lahat?
Hindi ko kaya
sige, anong pangalan nung nasa gate?
Hindi ko talaga kilala yung gatekeeper ko, Your Honor.
Huy na lang, huy. O, pare, pakibuksan.
Hindi naman coordinated naman po. Alam naman nila kung sino ako.
Actually, hindi, boss. Kasi kahit na ano sinabi Mr. Chu, hindi. Binay ang kilala nila.
That's not true, Your Honor.
And can we put on the screens para matanong natin to kay Mr. Chu, no? Ito po ang ocular ng ating Senate, no? This official, para makapag-report tayo sa ating mga kababayan, no? Kasi hindi naman to nakita from the air, no? Dapat pala. Sir, this is the, Mr. Chu, this is the clubhouse ba? Pakiulit. Mabilis po masyado. Anyway, anong bahay po to? Yun po yung clubhouse, Mr. Chu? Okay. Yan, tanggal
Use the
ho
mic,
yung-
sir. Use the mic, sir.
tinanggal yung mga painting, no? Parang may nakatira ho doon, no? May mga encyclopedia, tapos mga bata, may mga skateboards, stapler. Ang CR ho, kompleto sa, hindi yung usual sa hotel na, ano lang, no? But kompleto sa mga gamit. Nakita niyo yung pinto na yan? Okay, let's stop there. First question, sir. Nung binili niyo, lock, stock, and barrel,
Yes, Your Honor.
lahat na nung laman,
Yes, Your Honor.
paano niyo ho alam kung sino may laman nung lahat nung laman doon?
Well, Your Honor, ang priority talaga ng acquisition natin is for the agritourism aspect. So, ang mahalaga po sa akin yung plantation. Kaya yun ang unang priority ko to develop
Sige.
the plantation.
So bakit katulad po ng mga ibon na naka-register pa kay Congresswoman Binay, na nakalagay doon, Rosario, ay hindi nilipat kay Mr. Gregorio at hindi nakalipat sa inyo?
As far as I'm concerned, Your Honor, nung binili ko po itong property kay Mr. Gregorio, lock, stock, and barrel, kasama po lahat ito. Ngayon, I'm aware that Congresswoman Binay did issue a disclosure na nagparehistro siya ng ibon noong 2004, pero nabili ko itong property 10 years after.
Yes.
So what I did is after hindi naman kasi priority ko yung alagaan yung ilang ibon. So nung nagkaroon ng issue, I instructed my lawyers to coordinate with
Sir,
DENR.
Nagbago na naman. Sabi mo, priority mo, ecotourism.
Yes.
Part ng ecotourism, agritourism, is merong pong aviary doon. So, sabi mo, expert ka, alam mo yung negosyo na to, 2 years pa, hindi mo alam na kailangan i-register ang mga hayop na to o yung mga ibon na to sa DNR?
Your Honor, ang sinabi ko po kasi ang priority ko as of this phase is really to develop the plantation. Otherwise, hindi po magiging agritourism yan.
Yes.
So,
At kung isasara kayo ng DNR dahil hindi nyo ni-register yung mga ibon, wala kang agritourism, hindi ba?
Well, Your Honor, kung meron po tayong pagkukulang sa batas, yung abogado naman po natin ay makikipag-ugnayan sa DNR para ituwid.
Parang chorus sa simbahan yan. Tuwing may makikitang mali kayong ginawa o illegal, sir, kung may mali kami, itatama namin. Hindi yun yung issue eh. Ang issue, sinasabi nyo, yan ang negosyo nyo, sinasabi mo, ilan ang staff mo? Sabi mo sa akin, 1,000.
1,000 po.
O, ni isa sa 1,000 mong staff, hindi alam na kailangan gawin yan?
Well,
kung ako po, 50 lang staff ko, pero hindi nila ginawa yan, talsik yan. Pero alam ko pangalan nila.
Well, Your Honor, pagka hindi ko kilala yung libo-libo kong pangalan ng empleyado, it doesn't mean anything. Pero
Yeah, but are they incompetent? I heard you have a very good staff.
well, meron naman.
Then bakit kailangan TV pa magsabi sa inyo bago nyo malaman na kailangan nyo ilipat yung registration? Unless, hindi naman sakay nyo yan. Sa mga Binay pa rin yun.
Well, Your Honor, yung lawyers namin gumagawa na rin ng inventory at nakikipag-ugnayan sa DNR to ensure na compliant po tayo.
Hindi, wala sa kontrata nyo yun eh. Ang kontrata nyo yung lupa eh. Wala sa kontrata nyo yung mga antiques. Wala, ang mga hindi lang pwedeng alisin ang kasama sa lupa. Any lawyer will tell you that. But lahat ng pwedeng alisin, hindi kasama. At hindi, Mr. Cuervo, did you appraise the antiques, the birds and everything?
No. Just real property.
So you did not pay for it, but it's still there. Now that it's yours, libre, bonus?
Your Honor, usapan po talaga namin ni Mr. Gregorio is lock, stock, and barrel.
Oy, bakit wala dito?
Your Honor, pwede naman po natin i-clarify yan na
Kaya nga may kontrata eh.
accessory yan, Your Honor. Yung mga
Accessories that cannot be removed or immovables, 'di ba? Come with the property. But yung mga pwedeng alisin, ay aalisin.
Pero kung, Your Honor, nakita nyo naman yung painting, tinanggal. Ay kung ano man yung gusto nilang kunin, tinanggal na nila. Yung naiwan, part of the sale na po yon, Your Honor.
Tinanggal kung may litrato ni Binay. Kung walang litrato ni Binay, nandun pa rin.
Your Honor,
Speculation.
Your Honor, I'm here as a resource person.
Yes.
I hope you can give me the due respect na...
I'm giving you the due respect, sir, but you're not giving us the due respect by keeping lying in our faces.
Your
You
Honor,
keep saying that the contract covers everything.
Your Honor,
The contract, kakahuli mo lang ngayon, sir.
Your Honor, I'm not lying.
Wala lahat yon.
Your Honor, I'm not lying.
Kanina, you were lying about Mr. Cuervo.
Your Honor, I'm not lying about Mr. Cuervo.
Okay, if you say kanina, first you said, hindi kasama yung mga, kasama sa pinatignan mo malian. When I read it to you, ay hindi pala kasama. Hindi ba lying yon?
No, Your Honor, ang instruction ko naman is very clear. Pag sa legal due diligence, that's part of the work of the law firm like Martin.
Eh, hindi nga sinama eh. Tinanong pa kita, nabasa mo ba, kasama ba? Sabi mo, oo eh. Eh, hindi kasama, nasa page 2.
Sa due diligence naman, Your Honor, that's part of the work of the lawyer.
Let the people judge whether you're lying or not, no? But can we go to the next slide? Eto, sir, Luke's family, hindi.
Mr. Chairman, I'd just like to ask Mr. Chu, do you confirm that all those pictures shown earlier was or were part of the or are part of the Sanchamp property in Rosario, Batangas?
Yes, Your Honor.
allegedly? Yes, everything that was shown.
Yes, Your Honor.
The rooms and the okay.
Eto, sir, I mean no disrespect to you, ah. Anong religion mo?
Your Honor, I'm a Confucian practitioner, Your Honor.
So you're not a Christian.
I do practice Christianity. We came from the same school.
So, sorry, sir. You're a Christian, but
I'm a Christian, but I practice Confucianism. Confucian philosophy.
okay, but you're a Christian.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's why may mga rebulto na medyo kahawig ng nasa bahay ng mga Binay doon.
Your Honor, that's part of the part of the sale, Your Honor.
Yes. So yung ceiling fan, nakikita mo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit nung tinanong ka ni Ses Drilon sa Bandila, sinabi, Sir, kahawig ng mga ibang nasa Rosario, yung bahay ni Binay, ang sabi mo, haka-haka lang yon. Tama ba? Yun ang sinabi mo, di ba?
No, Your Honor. Ang sinabi,
I can play it back.
Ang pwede natin i-play back. Ang ibig ko sabihin is lahat po ng lahat ng associated with this transaction, Your Honor. I'm very confident I can support it with legal documents.
Very specific ang tanong sa iyo. Ang tanong sa iyo, yung mga similarities dun sa farm at saka sa bahay. At ang sagot mo, haka-haka 'yon.
Well, Your Honor, kasi natatnan ko lang naman talaga yan from Mr. Gregorio. So,
okay. Have you been to the house of VP Binay?
Your Honor, wala pa po.
Have you seen his house?
Hindi pa po.
O paano mo alam na haka-haka lang? So, ang problema ho, nag-aabogado kayo para sa Vice President na hindi nyo naman pala nakikita. Dapat pala ang sagot nyo doon sa TV, hindi sir, hindi ko alam kasi hindi ko pa nakikita eh. Eh, agad-agad ang instinct mo pagtanggol ng Vice President eh.
Hindi naman po, Your Honor. Kaya po haka-haka kasi hindi ko nga ma-compare paano po lahat.
Eh, paano kung parehong-pareho? Haka-haka pa rin.
Well,
hindi naman tinanong kung sa kanya yun eh. Ang tinanong, Sir, may similarities daw. Ang sagot mo, haka-haka. Eh, sa iyong haka-haka kasi hindi mo pa nakikita yung sa bahay ni Vice President.
Correct, Your Honor.
O, di bakit ka nagbibigay ng sagot na haka-haka na that confuses people? Rather than just being honest na, sir, hindi ko pa nakikita yung kay Binay. Why do you feel obligated to lawyer for the Binays?
No, Your Honor, that's precisely my point. Na I base everything on documents and evidence and...
paano mo nasabing haka-haka, hindi mo naman nakita?
Kaya nga po haka-haka kasi hindi ko nga nakita.
Hindi haka-haka yung mga nagsasabing similar. Sila nakita nila eh. Ikaw ang haka-haka na haka-haka sila. Di ba? Okay, let's go to the next slide. So these are the other parts, no? Ito pa rin yung sinasabi ni Senator Trillanes that if you look, kahit yung restrooms, kahit yung rooms and everything, no, are made for private use. They're not made for tourism, no? Despite the 50 million infusion and despite the time that for example, no, may balde sa loob ng CR. Usually pag first class yung hotel and everything. Go ahead.
Your Honor, yung 50 million na additional investment is really spent on plantation and other development. The next phase, kung di lang dahil sa Senate hearing, the focus will be to renovate and improve the structures, Your Honor.
Okay. So, sino ba talaga may-ari ng hacienda or lupain sa Batangas? Let's go to the next slide. Sabi po ni Joey Salgado, after the 2010 election, VP Binay disclosed his business interest for a profit in JCB Farms as well as investment in shares of stock. Sabi naman po nung nandito kanina, si Mr. Bautista, after 2010 elections, the Vice President divested all his business interest and investment in JCB Farms. Sabi naman po ni Governor John Vic Remulla, isa din sa mga spokesperson sa Pangulo, ng pangalawang Pangulo, Sanchamp is the owner of Batangas Estate. Next slide, please. Pakialam po yung volume. No? Ito naman po sinabi ni Senator Nancy. No? Pakiayos mo na yung volume, please. Let's go through it para lahat ng kwento. Pakiayos muna yung volume. No? We're going through all of it kasi pag iba-ibang channel na papanood mo at hindi ka sa hearing, nagugulo yung usapan eh. So, let's put the timeline, no? Hindi ba kayang ayusin? Or do you need a minute to fix it? Hindi, yung mga susunod eh. May volume din yung susunod.
Okay, 1 minute recess to fix the technical problem.